Hey everybody, I have a pound of ground beef that I need to use tonight. So I'm going to turn this around and show you what I'm going to use along with the ground beef to make a meal. So, like I said, I have this pound of ground beef, and I figured that we would make some of this Market Basket boil and bag white rice. And I'm going to saute a green pepper and some onion in the frying pan along with the ground beef. I don't have any fresh garlic, but I do have this jar garlic that I got at Aldi. And I'm also going to add a can of corn to it, and then just some salt and pepper and garlic pepper seasoning to taste. So the water is just about ready to boil for the rice. So let's turn this around and we'll start cutting up the pepper and the onion and browning the ground beef. Okay, I'm thinking, what am I going to start cutting up first? I think I'm going to start cutting up the onion and then the green pepper, put it in the pan, then we'll put the hamburger in the pan. As far as pans, I am using my favorite pan that I got at Aldi. You see this every time I cook. So yeah, the water is just about ready to boil, or just about boiling, and we'll add the rice. So anyways, enough of the talking. Let me just turn you down, bring you a little closer, and we will start cutting up these vegetables. All right, let's see. This is a larger onion, so that's all right. I'm going to cut it small. So today is Sunday. I did go to work for a little while. I had an entertainer coming in for the residents, and my staff. One weekend I have 3 on. The other weekend I have 2 on. My staff works every other weekend. They alternate weekends, and when I only have 2 on, I go in if I'm having an entertainer. I'm having a really hard time with when I'm having an entertainer because it is a lot of work, transporting and just doing everything else in their day. So I go in to help them. So that is what I did today. Let me just cut this onion. So yeah, that is what we did today. The entertainer came and he sang a lot of Christmas songs, which is good, because it is Christmas time, right? Right. All right. So I'm just going to start cutting up this onion. Now usually, if I run the onion under water, I won't start crying, but I didn't do that this time. So, and someone commented about my knives being dull. I do believe they are dull. So I think I'm going to buy a new knife set soon, but I don't care. Dull knives don't bother me. I'm not a fan of knives at all. So the duller the better, as far as I'm concerned. So let me just cut this up. I think this is going to be a lot of onion. Like I said, it's a big onion, and I only bought 1 when I went to Market Basket. So, yeah. Alright. I'm going to hurt myself. We don't want that. Alright, let me move this over. It sounds like our water is just about to boil. So I'll have to take a break from this and put the rice in the water. Stringy. Like I said, the water is just about to boil. So, put some of this in the boiling water. It is the Market Basket boil and bag rice. It is the white, clearly. I do have the brown also. So, yep, that is just about to boil. So I'm not going to cover it while it boils, but we'll just put that in there. And when it comes to boil, I have to time it for 10 minutes, even though I don't have a clock in my kitchen anymore. So back to the onion. A little more. Okay. A little more of this. So the entertainer that came today, he's kind of well known. His name is David Hull, and he's a local musician. He's a pretty well known musician. If you look him up, he's played with some really famous people. Joe Perry from Aerosmith, Steven Tyler from Aerosmith. He's friends with them, and yeah, it would be really cool if Aerosmith came and played at the nursing facility, but that's not going to happen. So anyways, we'll take their friends, right? Right. So, all right, that is boiling, and yeah, I'm just going to use that amount of the onion. So let me get a paper towel and put the rest of this onion on that. I don't know if I'll put this in a plastic bag or just get rid of it. I don't know. I hate to waste, but I don't want this whole onion in this dish. So, let's put this over here. All right. And now we'll start cutting up this pepper. This is a large pepper. I always use the top. I don't want to waste that, so we'll cut that. So anyways, back to the entertainer. He did a lot of Christmas songs. We had an entertainer come earlier in the week, and she sang a lot of regular songs where I want, at Christmas time, I want the residents to hear Christmas music. And it didn't happen with her, and I was a little disappointed. Whatever. Try my best to give them as much Christmas as possible. So there's that. I'm trying to think of what else we have planned for them for Christmas. Have the Girl Scouts. Little Girl Scouts and Brownie Troop, they also came and went Christmas caroling this morning. I wasn't there for that. They come all the time, and it's kind of like self-directed. They just go around the facility and sing to the people while they're in the hallway or in their rooms or during, the morning group activities or whatnot. Yeah, so I didn't think I needed to be there. I didn't really want to work the whole day anyways, so I usually don't work weekends. So there's that. I gotta turn my back and rinse this off. Okay, that is boiling, and I'm not even sure what time it is. So I'm just going to calculate in my head what I think 10 minutes is. All right? All right, so now I'm going to turn that on. Oopsie. That on. I'll turn you down this way. And we'll put a little butter in there to start sauteing this. Although I'm going to add the Hamburg to it, and it's got grease in it. So, all right. Little silence right now. I don't have anything much else to say. Just talking about the residents and entertainment and Christmas with them. And yeah. a little silence, which is okay. All right, that knife's a little big, be cutting that small. Okay. All right, so cut this up a little smaller. Trading knives. All right. Okay, now the butter is ready for the vegetables to be added. So I'm just going to add that there. Okay. So I'm just going to cover that a little bit, and we will let that cook for a few minutes. I'm going to go see what time it is. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. You know what I got to do? I have to either put a clock back in the wall here in my kitchen, or get this little cute little clock for my counter for when I'm cooking with you folks and I have to time something. Yeah. So anyways, I'll work on that. So let me just clear this off, and we will open this pound of hamburger, rinsing off the knife. Set off a little bit. And just put this in the pan with all this. First, I'm going to add a little bit of the garlic to the green pepper and the onion. Just a little bit. Again, this is just the jarred of the minced garlic. I don't have any fresh garlic, so we're just going to use that. I've never really been a big garlic person anyways. Oh, whatever. So it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. Gourmet cook, I am not. I've never claimed to be a gourmet cook. Being a single person, right now I do a lot of whatever I have at home. When I had, the family unit all together, I used to cook all day, 3 meals a day, a lot more, not complicated, but more fulfilling, maybe, meals. I don't know. But anyways, this is good enough for a single person and maybe one person. So I'm just going to add the hamburger to this now. Let that fry up a little bit. I'm going to rinse my hands. Alright. And we'll just cook this up a little bit. There we go. I'll put the heat up a little. Cooks a little better. Or not better, quicker. Alright. So let me add some, along with the garlic, some garlic pepper seasoning. And even more pepper. And some more salt. Stir it up a little bit. Alright, so we'll let that cook, and I'll have to talk over the noise of the frying pan. So, someone commented that they like to hear me talk about my job. So I'll talk about my job a little more. Because I started talking about what we're doing for Christmas for the residents. So we had the Girl Scouts today, caroling, wicked cute, so sweet. And then we had David Hull come and entertain. I think I have entertainment Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday this week. And Friday we're having cocoa and cookies. And we do like our regular bingo and stuff like that. But then, so that's this Friday, cocoa and cookies. The following Friday is our Christmas party, where I have an entertainer coming, but then I decorate the whole dining room really nice for Christmas. You know, helium-filled balloons and everything. And I'm serving cocoa, cider, these little quiches, scallops and bacon, and pigs in a blanket, and dessert bars and everything. And hopefully I can get my staff to dress up like elves or something for Christmas. Little spirit there. And then, yeah. Then I think next Sunday I have a Christmas craft for the residents. We're making ornaments, and then I have these little wooden Christmas trees that they're going to paint. They've painted them in the past, but they're really cute, country-looking wooden Christmas trees, so that goes over well. And then I bought at the Dollar Tree these angels. They're like just a white angel cutout, and you might even see them. They come in a package of like 12, and they're almost like a foam. But yeah, you can make them into an ornament, or you can just decorate them. You can paint them, anything. But yeah, that is what we are doing. And then, you know, Christmas and stuff. And as you might have seen yesterday's video, I started wrapping presents for them, and I talked about the donations that we get. Yeah. So, this is a cooking video, but as you know, I like to cook, so let's go back. I like to cook. I like to cook, but I like to talk. I think I like talking more than I like cooking. But anyways, let's go back down to this. Yeah. So this is getting pretty brown and fried up. Cook a little bit. Let the rice finish cooking. I'm going to clean up, and I'll get back to you in a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. Cleaned up the counter a little bit. This is almost ready to be drained. This is the ground beef, the hamburger, and the green peppers and the onion. I didn't use the whole onion, and I didn't use the whole green pepper. I didn't want it to be too chunky, so this is just about ready to be drained. But right now I'm going to open and drain this can of Great Value Golden Sweet Whole Kernel Corn. We'll do that now. We'll add it to that. First, before I add the corn to this, I need to drain this a little bit. So, that is what I'm going to do. So please excuse my back. You still with me? That is good, because I'm almost ready to come back. All right. All right, so we drain that. Now, it's going to add the corn to this, but let me turn this down a little bit. All right. Add the corn. Did you see that? The hamburger go flying over there? Yeah, that's all right. Okay. That looks good by itself, doesn't it? But of course I'm going to put some rice in it. But I would so eat a bowl of this. Would you eat a bowl of this? I would. Okay. All right, now, while I was cleaning up, I also checked the time to see if this was ready. So it is. So I'm going to turn my back again and strain this rice. And it is hot, hot, hot. It is the boil and bag rice. Really hot. So I'm just going to turn this heat off totally because we're just going to add the rice to it. Everything is hot. Everything is cooked. All right. So now, I grab my scissors. Cut open this bag of rice. Drain it a little bit. Hot, hot, hot. And it's going to add the rice to the Hamburg mixture. Put that over there, and we're just going to mix this up a little bit. I was gonna do oh, hello. I was gonna do 2 bags of rice. Good thing I didn't because this is a lot. Rice certainly, like pasta, has a way of puffing up when it's cooked, right? Right. Okay. All right. There we go. There we go. And I'm going to do, I am going to add a little butter to this. A little butter. Make it a little creamy. I wonder if sour cream would be good in this. I have French onion dip. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I was thinking of a way of making it a little more creamy, but no, you want to add French onion dip to that. That would be silly. But that looks really good, doesn't it? What did I do with my butter? I put the butter back in the fridge. Hold on. Ding, ding, ding. There's the butter. Okay. Add some, whoops. Add some butter to that. What the heck? Why not? Right? Alright. That's enough butter. Mix it up a little bit. Yeah. This is like overflowing and it's really messy. I'm going to add a little more of the garlic pepper seasoning. All right. And there is that. Let me turn this around and I'll show you. Okay, so there is the meal that I made out of the ground beef, the white boil and bag rice, onion, green pepper, and a can of corn. And yeah, I was thinking, I have these little tomatoes that I need to use up. They are the last 3 of my little container of the Campari tomatoes, but I don't think there's enough tomatoes there to add to it. There's only 3 and they're kind of small. So we are just going to leave that as it is. So very good. You could kick that up a notch and get a bunch of green peppers and fill that in. It's basically just green stuffed pepper filling. But yeah, you could also turn that into a soup. You could do whatever. And you know what else you could do with that? You could just eat it the way I made it, right? That's the whole intention of what I did. I'm funny. Or at least I think I am. Kind of silly. So anyways, thank you for joining me while I did this. Thank you for listening to me ramble on about my job. I am just a woman that likes her job. I like my job, and I think if a quarter in my back pocket, put it back there. I think if you're going to work, if you're going to work any job, I think you should enjoy your job, because for lots of reasons, you have to like your job. There's so many people in this world that don't like their jobs. And I would be a liar if I said that there has never been a day where I said or didn't say, I want to quit. I can't stand this anymore. We all have days like that at our workplaces. If I didn't like my job, if I truly didn't enjoy what I do, I wouldn't be there for 25 years, 24 years. I've been there since 1999. That's a long time. And also, I feel if you're going to work a job in healthcare or patient care or working in geriatrics, working with the disabled, working with the elderly, working with any type of situation like that, you really have to be in it for what it is. You have to be in it for the humanitarian part. And I'm not saying I'm like the greatest activity director around, but I really do enjoy my job. And like I said, when I don't have full staff on the weekend and I plan an event or I plan, an entertainer coming in, I go into work because that's just what someone that plans something like that, knowing that they're short-staffed, I feel that's my obligation. That's my obligation, and it might be my day off. But again, I like my job, and I really care about the people that I serve on a daily basis. No matter how tired I might be at the end of the day, no matter how tired I might come to you on a Friday afternoon or Saturday and tell you how tired I am, because I put my all into my job and I really enjoy my job. So we are at 28 minutes and going on 15 seconds. I just wanted to say hello, make a meal with you, talk to you about my job. Again, someone told me they like listening to me talk about my job. So that's that. Thank you for watching. Tomorrow's Monday, back to work, but I will see you soon. Have a good night. Bye-bye.